Good morning, Hamilton. It's Monday, October 28th, 2019, a day one on the day cycle schedule. It's Monday, guys, but it's a fun week. It's an exciting week.
Oh, it is an exciting week. Oh, but you know what?
What?
It's also a week that's so exciting, it can kind of build and build and build and get a little out of control.
I hear you, Mrs. Cashman.
So we want to really remind you and ask you guys this week. We know how excited you are for Halloween and, dare I say the words, trick or treat. But we want you to remember that we're still in school. We still have to follow the same rules that we do every day and every week. And we know that you guys can have fun and stay in control.
That's right.
We know you can do it.
I always tell my class that it's a privilege. The party and the parade and things that we do for fun are privileges, and they can always be taken away. So make sure that you're making good choices so that your teachers don't take them away from you.
Oh, and you know what else? Your parents have to fill out, and your families have to fill out what we call InfoSnap, which is where the school keeps all of your information that we need to know to keep you safe and make sure you're A-okay here at school. And if your parents have not filled that out yet, you will not be allowed to go to the parade on Thursday. So please, if your teachers have sent you reminders and they have asked you, we also need you to remind your families and to make sure that they can get on the computer and take care of that, or on their phone, or even coming to school to get some help with that.
And I know it's just a couple of you, but make sure if you want to join us, you're talking to your teachers, you're talking to your parents, making sure they get filled out.
We can do it.
We can do it.
I know you can.
It's going to be a great week. Just make sure you're making sure you're being scholarly and making sure you're following all of those core essentials that we're talking about in the classroom.
Ooh, speaking of being scholarly, what word do you have for these scholars this week,
I have
Mr. Slusser?
a great word for the week of Halloween. It is bamboozle. It's a great one, Mrs. Cashman, isn't it? Do you know what bamboozle means, Mrs. Cashman?
Well, do you know, I have to say that I was talking to Miss Kiera Hall in the hallway, and she actually gave the idea to maybe put this word on Cougar Vision. So shout out to you. And so when she was using it, she sort of used it in a way that you would kind of fool somebody or trick them a little bit. You wouldn't maybe be telling the whole truth.
So if you are bamboozling someone, you might be trying to be a little sneaky. You might be trying to be a little sly. Like Mrs. Cashman said, you might be trying to trick them into thinking something else. It's a great one for trick or treat this week, so that you might be trying to trick someone or bamboozle them into thinking something else. So we don't want you to bamboozle your teachers.
Absolutely not. And you can't bamboozle us because we know all the tricks. So.
But you can try to bamboozle your friends, or you can try to bamboozle your family this week as you get ready for trick or treat. So we'll be talking about bamboozle, and if you are like Kiera Hall, try to use it. Great job, Kiera. I'm proud of you. Keep it up, girl.
Awesome. All right, teachers, and today Mr. G is out, and Miss Anderson is also out without a sub. So for those teachers that have that special possibly today, we do apologize for that and want you to be prepared for that.
Mrs. Cashman, this is our last week talking about talking about courage.
With our cowardly cougar.
So we'll be talking about more strategies later this week. We might even have another segment with the cougar popping up. So try to show courage this week. Your teachers are going to be picking someone for the assembly later this week, and they're going to be looking for someone who has courage and is demonstrating courage. So if you have not shown courage this month, and you are still learning about courage, this is a good week to be thinking about that, especially as we get to spooky Halloween, and you might be trying to get bamboozled by other people. It's a great week to try to show some courage.
Absolutely. And on a final note, you know how, Mr. Slusser, that we like to dress down and wear blue jeans when we get a dress down day? It's like our favorite. Do you know what kind of jeans ghosts like to wear?
I don't know, Mrs. Cashman.
Boo jeans!
Oh, that's a great one, bamboozled.
All right, and on that cheesy note, kids, please rise for the Star-Spangled Banner and the pledge to the flag, and have a marvelous Monday.
Let's have a spooktacular day.